Welcome back, or I guess welcome me back because it's been a while. Today I'm going to do a video where I show you everything that I've made this year. It's mostly going to be crochet stuff, but I do have some like little soaps and things, and I'll include things that I've made that I can't show right now. Maybe I'll input a picture or something, we'll see. But excuse the hair, I just showered. Let's get to it. So I guess we'll start with the theme of like headwear or accessories. First up, I'm gonna show you these little beanies that I made. This one's really big because it's a slouch beanie, so it's supposed to kind of like floof a little bit on the end. But I did make some normal beanies too. I've got a cream one, and then we've got this one that has little sparkles in it. Love it, it's like a tinsel. I didn't make very many of these, especially because I'm not doing craft fairs or anything yet, so just don't have a need for a bunch of beanies right now. Maybe in the fall I'll start doing some more, and hopefully I'll be able to get into a craft fair. That would be rad. And then I'll have a use for more beanies. What I did make maybe a bit too much of were these headbands. They're very cute. They're just a front twist headband. I apologize for my camera quality. I do not have a camera right now. I don't know where my webcam is, so I'm just using my laptop camera. Kind of whack. So I made a bunch of different colors. I've got this beige one. The one I showed you before was like the wine color. I made a couple of those. I have black and charcoal. I'll show you side by side because it's a little hard to differentiate. And then I have a gray one. I did have some cream colored ones. I think they sold already. I only made 2. So those are my front twist headbands. Right now I have 6, so not too bad. Lastly, in the category of accessories, I made a bunch of these scrunchies, which I didn't even think about making at first, and then it was this yarn that inspired the scrunchie because I was like, God, those look so cute like in a headband or something. And then I was looking up other like accessories that I could do, and the scrunchies are really fast and easy to make, so it's easy to make a whole bunch of them. I don't even think this is all of them, honestly. But it's easy to make a whole bunch of them, and so if I did do a craft fair, these would be a really nice thing to have, really easy to bring. And I love scrunchies. I have a scrunchie obsession, so I'm sure there are others out there like me that would really appreciate some scrunchies. So next up, I did make some candles. I messed up my last batch. I'm gonna be real. I have more, and they're in much cuter containers. They're bigger, they're frosted glass with bamboo lids. I love them. They're fruity pebble scented, and your girl messed up and filled them too high and couldn't trim the wicks low enough. So I couldn't put the lids on, and that's a bummer. Now I have to try to figure out how to fix that. But this one is really cute. It's just a little baby candle. I think it's called Mystic Moon, the scent. Don't ask me what that smells like, I'm not sure, but it smells delicious. It smells like a really expensive men's deodorant or cologne. That's probably not very appealing. It smells really good, I promise you that. So I do have some other candles. I don't have them with me right now, but this is one that I did, and I don't usually do such small ones, but it's very cute. It would make a nice little gift. I actually made a couple and gave them to like my coworkers and my boss for a gift, so people love them. These are soy wax. They burn really nice. I usually do the wood wicks. This one has a cotton wick, but yeah, this also doesn't have a label on it. I started making labels for all of my stuff, so the soaps that you're gonna see don't have labels. This candle unfortunately doesn't have a label, but all the things that I feature in my shop do have my label on them with my logo, ingredients, and the scent, size, all that jazz. So next thing. Alright, next up are soaps. Like I said, these don't have labels on them. This was before I started making labels, and I just hand wrote what they were on the box. Not the prettiest, but it works. I'm not going to pull them all out because I have probably 30 soaps right now that are done. So I'm not going to pull them all out, but I'll show you a couple. These are shea butter soap, and they have these little leaves on them. Not all of them do. Some of them I just pour into a big mold and I cut them. So like this one just a big block that I cut. This one smells really good. This is peach mango. I have a few different scents. I have honey almond, peach mango, lemon meringue, apple, and I just got 2 new scents that I didn't use with the shea butter soap. I actually did a honey bar, and those ones are vanilla pomegranate, and I think I just did apple for the rest, which I really love the apple, but the vanilla pomegranate is so amazing. Like, it just, that and the lemon meringue, they smell like candy, and I want to eat them, but like, don't do that. But they just smell really good. So these are my soaps. Like I said, I have so many. I don't need to make any more. I keep making them when I should be making candles and crocheting, and then I make soap, and then I put them away, and I'm like, why did I do that? So, those are some of my soaps. Like I said, the ones that I do put in my shop, they have my label on them, they have ingredients, they have the scent, the weight, little backstory, fun stuff. So, moving on to the crochet stuff, which is honestly probably my favorite. Let's go. Okay, so the whole thing that started this Etsy business that turned into a registered business was I crocheted this little octopus for my boyfriend, and his is blue, but come on, look at that guy! Look at his face! These are my first attempts, so they're really not good. I hadn't crocheted in a very, very, very long time, and I had never attempted amigurumi before. So these are my first attempt octos, aside from the one I made for my boyfriend, and a few that I made for my coworkers. This guy's eyes are too big. I was trying to offset the fact that it kind of looked like a deformed sperm. And I just don't really like the mouths on these. They're too low and their eyes are really far apart. But for a first attempt of amigurumi, they're still pretty freaking cute, so I can't complain. But this is what started the whole I'm gonna make these and sell these. The thing that really kicked off this Etsy idea for me was when I started making these little muffins. And so I do them without faces or with faces. In my opinion, they're much cuter with the face because, like, look at him. So cute. I messed up the mouth on this one, so don't look at it. But, like, look how cute he is. Don't look at it. So these little muffins have honestly been my best sellers. I don't have a ton of sales on Etsy. I have a lot more in-person sales just because of people that I run into or places that I go, and obviously my coworkers that support the absolute heck out of me. And so these have just been popping off on Etsy. Like, people love the tiny muffins. I went to a car show once and I sold a couple, and everybody kept saying that they were mushrooms. I didn't have the heart to correct them. I was like, you know what, if this is a mushroom, yes, you buy this mushroom, and I hope you enjoy the heck out of this mushroom. But they're muffins. At least they're supposed to be. You could use this pattern and totally just make it like cream and red with white spots and you got a mushroom. So yeah, I don't know. Raspberry muffin, blueberry muffin. I also do chocolate chip and double chocolate, which I don't think I have any right now. I need to make more. They've been doing really well. I only have these 2 left, so I need to add that to my list to do. But little muffins! So after the muffins, of course, I had to keep with the sweet treats theme, and I got these out of the same book. So the muffins, I got the pattern from Crochet Cafe. I got the book on Amazon. It is a really great book. There's so many different things you can make in there, not just desserts. But if you do like desserts, you should make some tiny ice creams. These little guys are so freaking cute. I like mint chip, but look at how this one turned out. It's so freaking good. It's so cute. I love it. These are also fairly popular in person, like at the car show that I went to, and I just set up a little table there with my boyfriend and all his car stuff and sold a couple. And kids really love these. They're really soft. They're fun to play with. If you have a kid that's just starting to like grab at things, get them a tiny ice cream or make them one. They're so stinking cute. There was also somebody that like saved them, and it looked like I wasn't trying to snoop. I wasn't trying to snoop. But it looked like they were trying to open like an ice cream stand or like a shaved ice stand or something, and they were looking for like props or decorations, and they saved my ice creams. They haven't bought them yet, so boo on you if you're watching. Buy my ice creams, they will get you sales. But they're very, very, very cute, and I love them. But not as much as I love these giant ice creams! What? Okay, this is by far my favorite thing I've ever made. And I've made some cool shit, but this... How is this not the best thing you've ever seen? They have so many flavors, so many options. You can add toppings, you can change that up, you could put sprinkles on these if you wanted to. This, okay, listen, I could not for the life of me find a good chocolate color, and so I got this one that has white underneath it, and so this is coffee flavor. Do not come at me, it's coffee because I said it's coffee and I made it. Thank you. I've got strawberry. This one came out a little bit small. The yarn that I was using said it was the same weight as this one, but it's the velvet compared to like the Bernat Blanket yarn, so it's a sad little guy. Still cute. I need to get a better strawberry color. The vanilla is honestly my favorite. This was the first one that I made, was the vanilla, and then afterwards I was like, it needs a cherry. Duh. So I put a cherry on it. I also want to start making jumbos of the muffins because, duh. And my first attempt at that didn't go very well because I couldn't find a good muffin color. So I stuck with the cone color for the ice creams, and then I didn't like how it looked, so I turned it into a cupcake. Honestly, not a big fan of this one. I was just kind of messing around and this happened. It's still kind of cute, but I'm not super into it, you know? But it's fine. It's fine. Next up, we have some corn, because why not? So this corn, super, super cool, super, super soft, and boom. He has a face. I don't know why I made this. I think I was just, oh, I know what happened. I do know why I made this. I got this yarn because I was making chunky bees, and it wasn't the same as the Bernat Blanket yarn that I was using. It's just like a different texture, and I didn't think that I didn't like the feel of it very much. And so I was trying to think of a way that I could use it up, and also this green, because I got this to make a couple scrunchies, and I was like, I'm not going to use all this green. And so I was looking through the Crochet Cafe book, and I saw a pattern for corn, and here he is. And he's so cute. You can put his flaps up, and then poof! Surprise! I'm corn! Isn't that cute? Honestly, also not my favorite, but I love him anyway. You can't not love this face. You just can't. Last thing that I have to show you that hasn't already sold is a children's fairy tale, story time, whatever you want to call it. It's a hooded blanket, and the first one I made was a lion, and it already sold, which is amazing, obviously, but it's really a bummer that I can't show it to you. I might still have some pictures. I'll put a picture up here if I have it. But one of my coworkers bought it. She's so sweet, supporting my business, and she thought it was absolutely adorable, and I can't blame her because goddamn, these are cute. But one that I do have made up right now is this unicorn. So it has little hand pockets. Hold on. Let me get into character real quick. So as you can see, we have these little frillies for hair for the mane. Obviously, if I can get in here, we have a majestic as fuck horn and these two cute little ears. On the sides, it is little pockets with flowers on them because unicorns and flowers and pastels, they all go together so well, so duh. And then the bottom is lined with all the colors of the mane, just little curly cues on the bottom. This is corner to corner crochet, and then there's a trim on the edge. The pockets are corner to corner with the same trim, and then the rest of it's pretty easy. It's just some single crochet. This was a bitch though. This was not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you, this sucked because it told me to use 2 strands of a color, and then it told me to use a hook size that in my opinion was too small, because it took me a day to make this, just this, because my hand hurt so bad and it kept cramping up and I had to keep stopping and I was getting frustrated because it just wasn't working. But once I got it done, also it's really heavy, so it's like, you know, but when it's on the head it's fine. Once it's like got the shape, it props up like it's supposed to. Bing, bing, bing. But yeah, it was really frustrating to make because it was just really stiff and heavy, and then I had to stuff it a little bit too just to keep its shape. And oh my god, when I tell you my hands hurt, girl, that shit hurt. But it was worth it because I ended up with a really nice blanket, and it's not too warm, which is nice. Only downside is that it's all white and it's made in a toddler size, so this is for like 2 to 4 years old. And I don't know one toddler that's not gonna get chocolate or dirt all over something white. So I apologize to whatever mom buys this for their daughter and that it ends up covered in like Kool-Aid and worms. So good luck with that. You probably could wash this one, but with the horn, I would say maybe don't. The lion one that I made before, you could wash. Everything was sewn in really well. There was no awkward parts on it that might get messed up in the wash. This I would be worried about because it's just so heavy, and while it might be fine for one wash, I don't know how many it could withstand. But the ears are very secure, super cute. These are obviously very secure. Them bitches is sewn the heck in there, so they're not going nowhere. But yeah, that's everything that I have to show you that I've made that I haven't already sold. Obviously, the ice creams, the muffins, I've made different variations that are already gone and I don't have right now. I have this huge bin next to me that was only maybe half full. So as I make more things, especially new creations that I haven't tried yet, I will show you. I'll also try to put in a picture of the chunky bees right here, because I think I still have some pictures of those. Holy shit, those are fucking cute. I literally could not keep one around. I made one, I brought it to work, my coworker was like, I'm buying that, how much? She posted it on her Snapchat, her daughter's like, I want one, and she's like, I need one for my daughter, how much? So then I did that. While I was making that one, another coworker came over and she was like, I want one of those, how much? And while I was making hers, another coworker came over and said, oh my god, I have to have it, let me give you some money, I'll get it later. So I haven't had one to keep, or even, I think I actually did post it because I could make one in a day and it'd be fine, but I don't have any right now. I kind of want to start doing like the leggy froggies. I know those are really popular and they're super cute, but I haven't really been able to find like a good froggy yarn. I don't think that this is like a very good green for it. I kind of want to go lighter. Plus the velvet yarn is really hard to work with, especially when you're making amigurumi, because it gets like, I don't know, it's really slippery. It frays a lot. There's lots of little like pieces that come out. It's not ideal. This has been holding up a little bit better, but it's honestly, the size comes out different too. So I have to keep that in mind. But see, like there's little strings that hang off. It's not my favorite. So if I can find some in the Bernat Blanket yarn, that would be great. I'm also working on a pattern right now that I will try to put in the description if I can remember. And it's a shark squishmallow crochet, and it has little goggles and he's so freaking cute. And then I'm gonna do a little slideshow at the end because I also made a couple other blankets, some throw blankets for my coworker, and I'm sure there's more stuff in there that I haven't shown you or talked about. So let me just throw that in there and wrap this up because it's hot in here, your girl's out of breath, and I'm ready to go to bed. So I will try to post more videos. I'm gonna get a better camera, probably not right away. And I do have a new hobby that I want to start doing, which I don't know is such a good idea right now because I still have so much crochet to catch up on, especially if I'm going to put myself into a craft fair. I need more things. You can also message me and ask for custom items. I am down to crochet literally anything. I made freaking corn. I am down to crochet anything. So if you have a request, something that you really, really want in a fluffy version, please hit me up and I will do it because I got a lot of time on my hands and you know, I'm here for it. But Shark Squishmallow is next. Working on yet another blanket for my coworker, and here's the slideshow. Bye!